is Tuesday morning, September 17th, 2019. Ladies and gentlemen, about last night. Good Tuesday morning. I am Etep Wakuian right here with About Last Night. How is everyone this morning? Hope the day finds you well. I am sitting here with literally 2 cups of coffee in front of me. As I take a sip of coffee for the working man here, it was an impromptu live stream last night. I decided the boss decided to call an audible, and yeah, I did it, and we had a great live stream. Had Monica, Will Vendetta, my brother from another mother, the Groovinator from Raiders of the Lost Flicks, and of course, Mr. Tap and Die joined us. I had a great time. Like I said, I think the episode timing was absolutely perfect. We cut it off right around the 2-hour mark. And if you, my friends, are in the chat this morning, be sure, please, to bitch slap that like button for me. YouTube is really screwing with the algorithms when it comes to the small independent creators. And yeah, I say small because my channel I'm up to 95 subscribers now. Picked up about 4 this week. So thank you very much. Thank you very much for subscribing to the channel. And I hope you enjoy the content. We do the podcast on Monday night, usually on Anchor, but we are working through some kinks with the Anchor app right now. The Appalachian American in the chat. Yo, what's up, my brother? See, we got 3 people watching. Let's get 3 likes on this video right now. So yeah, YouTube is really, like I said, they're really screwing with the algorithms. So you please be sure to like and share this video. And if you are a subscriber, turn that bell on for notifications. Hey, hail Chris Wicks. He's in the chat. So good morning, brother. Just a quick hello before bed. Yeah, it is nighttime where you are, my friend. So yes, absolutely, man. Thank you for stopping by, Chris. Appreciated you getting on the stream last night, or being in the chat. And yeah, that was, like I said, a lot of people didn't know really that we were going live, but I just decided to kind of do that on my own. I was like, I'm like, I don't really want to do an Anchor episode tonight. I said I didn't want to do an Anchor episode. So like I said, we called the audible and just popped off the live stream, and I was able to get a panel together for an episode. So I'll hang around as long as I can. Well, man, I understand you. Dude, you do. Everybody, all of my subscribers, man, everybody who's liked the page on Facebook, join the. We have a group now. I started a group. I said I'd do it a while ago. And I finally did. There's about 38 members there right now. I want to grow that, but we're going to grow it the right way. We're not just accepting anybody. I've got, my admins and myself. If you want to join, you'll be, of course, vetted, because we're trying to keep it. We're not a hive mind, but we have a great group of people from the Fandom Menace that are members of, my group, the official Place to Be Reviews fan page, the official World Class Bullshitters group, which is a really big group and has grown substantially since I joined a little over a year ago. Just joined that group. And who else? Of course, Raiders of the Lost Flicks has a really, really nice sized group of good people that's steadily growing. And who else? Of course, the Nerdrotic group I'm in, and the Doomcock Army. Those are all groups in the Fandom Menace that are growing, and there's a great vibe in those. And it's not sycophantic either, like the other side would have you believe, because they're projecting onto us. No, we are free thinkers. We are creators. I'm going to pop this comment up there from the Appalachian American right now. He says, Anchor down, YouTube up. And that is where it's going. Now, my issue is I want it to be available on multiple platforms. And that's the only reason I have stuck with Anchor this long, Appalachian American. Now, I'm going to try today if I have time, because I have a new router. Well, it's not a new one. It's a used one that Tap sent me. I tried it yesterday. It didn't work. I couldn't get it to sync up. I worked on it for about probably an hour and a half. I couldn't get it to connect to my IP address. So I don't think it's going to work. But like I said, the amazing MJ, my wonderful co-host Monica, did start a GoFundMe, and I really and I've said this privately to a couple of my friends, and you're not just there's a lot of you are not just subscribers to the channel. You're friends who go out of your way to support me and my my cast too. This isn't just me. Like I said, I may be, the I call myself the boss. I really, it's more than that because I have Monica who goes above and beyond to help out in any way she can, and she works two, I think, two full-time jobs. So it's a lot for her to do what she does, and to give and volunteer the time that she does. And Loudy, Coach Loudy, he works a full-time job and he's a football coach. So kudos to them for being amazing and helping me build what I built so far here. This started out as an idea years ago, when I got into DJing, that I was going to do a podcast, and it never came to fruition. I was a guest on a couple different ones when I was in professional wrestling, and I'm like, I can do this. I really want to do this. Sip of coffee for the working man here. One cup's getting cold. We got to move on to the other one. No, so I decided that in February. Hey, David Applegate's in the chat. Hey, David. Let's and if you're not already a subscriber, go over to David Applegate's channel and subscribe to him right now. He's putting out videos at least daily, live streams. So go over and subscribe to David's channel and hit that bell for notifications. I've got the my Australian contingency in the chat right now. So yeah, this is it's a late night for them right now, but they're here in the place to be. But no, so I was talking about just how I kind of came to the place where I'm at now, where I was like, I'm going to do a podcast, and it was, like I said, it was just kind of a, well, let's do this and see where it goes. And in February, I did 18. I had, well, before Monica came on, I had 20 episodes up on Anchor. Hadn't even, I wanted to get into YouTube, um, and start doing streams. I was basically inspired by World Class Bullshitters. I really was. And EVS and Geeks and Gamers, the big channels I started following, and Doomcock, all those guys first. And then Gary from Nerdrotic. And I'm going to say it, Midnight's Edge, because the thing, and I get a lot of shit for my fanboying for Midnight's Edge, but no, really, I really admire their channel because they don't really conjecture. Like, I give a lot of opinions and I editorialize a lot because that's just who I am. I can hit you with facts, but it's my channel, it's my party, and I can cry if I wanted to. No, little was that Leslie Gore? I'm going way back right there. Anyway, no. So there's a lot of great channels out there, and I don't really believe Midnight's Edge to be a fandom menace channel, but they give great facts. Appalachian American, how did I find WCBS? That is a great question. After The Last Jedi, I was in a weird place with Star Wars. I hated The Last Jedi. Like I said, 5 minutes into the movie, I was sitting there in the theater. I was angry after the opening crawl when they started with the "Your Mama" jokes. Like that the beginning scene, that really blew the entire movie for me right there. Like, it shit the bed. And I was just sitting there like, are you serious? This is really what we're doing right now. This is where it's going. So I was like, why are we doing this? What is the point to this? So I went and I talked to, my I had friends that went opening night too, not with me. They went to different theaters, obviously, and it was like, what is and oh, that was so good. It was this and it was that, and it really, nobody used the term. It subverted my expectations, though. Nobody used that term. And so I was on YouTube and I'm watching these because I subscribe to a lot of Star Wars channels, like the Stupendous Wave. Um, who else is the other big one? Star Wars Theory. For years, like since Star Wars Theory started his channel, I have been a subscriber, but they never really got into it. Another one is Eckhart's Ladder. And if you want lore EU stuff. Eckhart's Ladder's amazing. Absolutely wonderful channel. The Stupendous Wave gives a lot of great Star Wars information, and so does Star Wars Theory. Say what you want about those guys, what side of the fence they're on with Star Wars. At that point, and this is where they try to um, hit the Fandom Menace up and say all we do is complain. These guys aren't Fandom Menace channels. They just give great Star Wars information. Now, do a couple of them I've seen on Twitter, um, like Eckhart's Ladder and the Stupendous Wave. They're Last Jedi defenders, but that's okay. So I found WCBS on YouTube. I was searching Last Jedi reviews, and up pops the WCBS video. And then it was in, I think I subscribed finally in like April or May, because I wasn't really subscribed to a lot of channels. I would just watch videos. And yeah, like let's see. Appalachian American says I found them at episode 120, Infinity War review, but my disappointment of entertainment was Last Jedi. But I felt alone until I found WCBS. Then I felt justified, and that's it. Appalachian American knows I'm long winded, as does everybody else in the chat right now. But yeah, that's basically it. I kind of felt like isolated because I was in all these Star Wars groups because I'm an action figure collector. And we would discuss The Last Jedi in these groups, and I would get shit on, and I would get hated on, and I would get called names. I got kicked out of this Star Wars group called Star Wars Docking Bay 94, which I had made a lot of friends through the collection, the vintage collectors community. And they were the ones that invited me to this group, and I was friends with a couple of the admins, and all of a sudden, all the Last Jedi chat started, and I started getting shit on. So I got kicked out of that group, and one of the admins was actually a fucking doctor, and I was private messaging back and forth with him and then the other admin popped up in another Star Wars group I was in, and he was not an admin, but all of a sudden I got banned from that group too. So it was The Last Jedi. Really, like I said, it really drove me towards WCBS, and it was. It was the best YouTube channel I found at that, to kind of give that opposite side, kind of where I was coming from. And then, I found their page on Facebook, not the group, the page first. And, I just started watching all their live streams. Um, the High Council, I was like, I wasn't sure. Like at first, I was like, the High Council, because I saw that the World Class Bullshitters on there before I knew who Jeff was. And then, I found that I got added to the group. And then I believe it was Seth, the Appalachian American, who messaged me one day privately and said, "Hey, do you mind if I add you to a group chat we're in?" And it's a bunch of people from, the WCBS group. And that's where I met, Appalachian American, Tap and Die, David Applegate, Liquid Metal Pro, Coach Loudy. These guys are people now that I consider friends, and we've got, it's a hell of a community over there. And this was, I want to say, the community may have, kind of rallied around this, this Star Wars thing, but it's like we're so much more than that, and it's great because there's so, David Applegate is an author. He's got a book out right now. It's the Boyhood of K. He's got a book out. I'm editing a book right now, a graphic novel for Tap and Die. I've been working on this for a couple months now. He's been writing, sending me chapters. I've been editing it for him. Um, a book is something that I've contemplated for a long time because writing has always been my forte. I enjoy it. I was into journalism and things like that. So it's always been something that I've wanted to do. And, having a background in the entertainment industry for wrestling 9 years and DJing for almost 6 on FM. It's been, this comes natural, so it's fun, and I've connected with a lot of great people. And yeah, I'm talking to all you guys out there. Like I said, it's been great, man. I'm absolutely ecstatic to be able to be part of this community. So, but yeah, WCBS was, like I said, I found them. It was a little while after The Last Jedi, but yeah, I joined the group in August of 2018, and it just kind of grown from there. I met Chris Wicks and all these other great people. Salvador from 2 Cents Toys. Go over and subscribe to Salvador's channel. God, you guys have seen the if you're on Facebook, or I've Salvador sent, he's famous for sending these boxes of goodness, toys and stuff to, Jeff Hicks. And he sent one to my son, which to me, yeah, I could go Kevin Smith over that and start crying because it's a beautiful gesture. Man, there's so many good people here. And, Tap just sent me a router to use. I mean, it might not work, but it was a gesture, man. He sent me a bag of Lego toys for my kids. So it's great. David and Chris, thank you guys. Appalachian American, thank you. He says the group chat has an open door if anyone wants to get in. It gets political at times. Hit me up if you're interested. And that's the one thing, like, where that is, because I prefer not to even get into politics on my channel because there's so much of it in everyday life. I don't want it here because we talk enough about identity politics that is, ham-fistedly, is that a word? Forced itself into our entertainment now. So it's so relevant in the zeitgeist that I don't want to get into all the other stuff because I've lost friendships over that. And I would prefer not to alienate anyone on my channel, my subscribers, anybody who might watch my videos. And that's why, if a lot of you are wondering, why you might have heard me or had private conversations with me regarding that, I don't want to do that on my channel. Um, I used to get into that on my I had a years and years and years ago, another channel. I used to get in, but now I don't want to do that now. This is I like the entertainment kind of stuff. And that's kind of what it is and the reasons why in the hows and all that. So no, I really think that the Fandom Menace is a good group of people, and getting to know everybody at a more personal level has really, it's such it truly is a diverse group of folks from different backgrounds and countries, and it's been really cool. So when they say that we're just a bunch of alt-right, Russian bot, man baby incel, basement dwelling white guys, it's we're not, we're not. There's such a big variance in everybody. There's people in the groups that are from both sides of the aisle, but we come together over entertainment, and that's the way it should be. And that's what I truly have enjoyed about this community thus far. Let's see. David says yes. If I was after views, I ran about politics for hours, but I'm not entertained. I prefer talking about entertainment. Exactly. And to me, when I was subscribing to that, not subscribing to you, but subscribing to the watching the news all the time and the national news and getting angry about politics, I was like, nah, this isn't for me. So I just decided, I said, this is going to be entertainment. So I want to I want to stick to that. That's where it's at for me. And this channel has really, excuse me, I had a message I had to answer. Um, this channel's really helped me with that, get that outlet, and this is, oh, I do read. The articles are fun to me. I enjoy, because it gives me a chance to rant a little bit about a lot of them, and then I get to do the trailer reactions, which are always fun. Um, and obviously the news is that's the beauty of this right now, is the news comes so fast now. So we get I'm looking this morning, I pull up Google and I just go to my the suggested stuff, and I get all these entertainment articles. So it's like I always look for try to get the freshest ones I can for you guys, but just something to entertain a little bit, maybe give somebody a few laughs, and provide a little bit of levity during the day. So it is that's what it is. We just got to do your thing, and that's the beauty of the Fandom Menace too. It kind of gives everybody, no matter if you're into, it kind of started with Star Wars, but it's just entertainment in general. So there's a lot of cool things that are going on, and we can get into an article. Well, let's see here. Um, about last night is supposed to talk about the show from from last night. So I'll kind of quickly recap for those of you who may not have had a chance to join us last night or listen to the stream yet, which, like I said, if not, we can, we're going to do a quick recap anyway. So, and this is what I like about the morning show too. And I'll say this before I pick what I'm going to start with here. I gotta get some more coffee here. This is, yeah. Um, but no, this gives me a chance to be much more interactive with the chat. Um, than on the live streams, and it's difficult. I try to keep up with the chat on the live streams as much as I can, and highlight comments and things like that, and because I don't want the people that, like I said, I got 5 people watching right now, and I'm thankful for each and every one of you guys. So that means a lot to me, man, because like 5 people are sitting here listening to me basically rant. But no, that's why I want to be interactive with the chat and you guys, and make sure that you know that I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to spend either watching a video or joining a live stream. And you've all been guests on the show basically, except for Chris, which Chris and I've been talking to him about that, and I have a announcement I'm going to be making here in the next couple days. I just want to line everything up with the people that are going to be involved in this, and it's kind of just going to be um, a fun little kind of offshoot episode we're going to do with a few people. I want to keep it small because there's a few people that I really want to get their input on this topic, and it'll just be it's going to be a fun show. It's where probably there'll be some, it's me. There'll be some cutaways, but we're gonna have some fun with it. So there'll be an announcement probably the beginning of next week about that, and I've already got it marked on my calendar, so I won't forget. I promise. So let's see here. Last night on the show, we talked about Ruin Johnson no longer allowed to claim he has a Star Wars trilogy. So Disney Legal has apparently silenced Ryan Johnson. Yes, Chris Wicks, it will happen. And let me go back here. David Applegate says, unfortunately, only views I get is Star Wars. There's so much more entertainment out there. Yes, there is. And most of my views have come. The biggest video I ever had so far is like 270 views, 268, 270 views on a Spider-Man video I did right after the Sony and Marvel split. And that was it was kind of some Hunger Games stuff, because like the odds were forever in my favor because of the algorithms and the hashtags I used in the title. So I kind of rode that way. But that is my highest viewed video at like 270, which I think is fairly good for a channel with 95 subscribers. My best is 55. And David, that's about where my best ones after that have gone. Is lots of people don't like my voice. I cannot help it. I don't have a problem with your voice at all, man. I can't believe people actually listen to me, but I do have a voice for radio, and a voice for television and a face for radio, or a voice for radio and a face for radio, kind of both. But no, my views usually get in the 20 to like 50 range sometimes. Oh, we lost a viewer. Hope you bitch slap that like button on the way out. Oh, and they're back. All right. So we're still at 5 in the chat. Yeah, Rian Johnson. He's not allowed to claim he has a Star Wars trilogy anymore. And this article was on Bounding into Comics. I'm not going to read the article. We covered it, but that's the gist of it. Is he's not allowed to go around and tout this trilogy anymore, which is going to really cause an issue for him when it comes to his habit of smack talking fans on Twitter who question the fact that he is not going to have a trilogy. It's not going to happen. Nobody wants that. After The Last Jedi, who's going to give this man a trilogy? Who's going to give him a trilogy? Disney's not going to give him a trilogy. Disney's not going to give him a trilogy. They're not going to do it. I said the same thing about Benioff and Weiss. Okay, wait, Monica. By the way, I work 3 jobs and deal with you. Okay, 3. I'm sorry, I shorted you 1. Say good morning, everybody in the chat, to the amazing MJ, Miss Monica. She basically works 4 jobs and has to babysit a 39-year-old. So So God bless her. She's probably going to be nominated for sainthood by the end of this thing, which there's no end in sight. So I do really appreciate everything that Monica has done so far. Disney is test marketing. They put out at least 2 articles a day on Star Wars. Yes, David, they do. They absolutely do. Um, so 39, I thought you were younger. I'm 50. Thank you. I got asked that the other day. It was funny. I take those of you know, basically I am a YouTuber. This is what I do. This is a job to me. Um, I'm a stay-at-home dad, and I this is what I do, man. I'm a YouTuber and I have a podcast. So I take my son to school. I do all the housework. I do laundry. That's Hey, you know what? And it's a conscious choice that my wife and I made for me to stay home, and I'm able to do that. So this is why I'm able to do so much content and things like that. So when I have people like Monica and Loudy who work full time and they're giving me their time, awesome. That's right there. Thank you guys. But okay, so back to my cutaway here. David said, 39. Yeah, no, I don't. There's some mornings I don't feel 39, and there's other mornings I do. And I kind of looked at myself in the mirror, and my son took a picture of me today, and I'm like, I really need to start working out again. So I'm going to get back on that. So I'm going to be incorporating probably some fitness stuff on the channel too, because those of you who don't know, like I said, I was a pro wrestler, and a couple of years ago, I was training people. I had a workout group, and my people had some great results, man. You know, it was fun, and a couple of them have went on to become coaches, and they have their own thing going now, which is that's amazing, and that really made me happy. But so I'm dropping my kid off the other morning, and I'm teaching him to be a gentleman. So we're walking in, and one of the other moms and her daughter were walking in behind us. So I held the door open. I had Trey hold the door, and they walked by, and the mom was so impressed. And Trey's a little man, she said, "Thank you." He said, "You're welcome." Walks in, and we were talking because she had bought her truck from the same auto group that I worked for 6 years. Obviously, we have 5 different stores. So I said, "Oh, you bought your vehicle from X dealership," and she was like, "Oh, well, I got it from this one, but it originally came from there." And I was like, "Oh, okay." I told her I worked there for you know a little over 6 years, and so, oh, wow, yes, asked me what I did. And she's like, "If you don't mind me asking, how old are you?" And I just kind of chuckled. I'm like, "I'm 39," and she kind of looked at me like, "Really?" And I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." I was like, I guess I don't look 30. Well, I shaved my head. So those of you you've gotten, we're friends on Facebook. You've seen pictures of me maybe from 2018 with hair, because I went through a thing where I just became looked like I was auditioning for Jesus Christ Superstar, and I let my hair and my beard grow basically for a year without shaving. Um, at least my hair, I didn't even cut it at all. My beard, I ended up trimming finally. But yeah, um, I look like a hippie, but I really would have like a nice head of hair if I wasn't balding on the top. So, but no, I've shaved my head for right around 18 years now. So, like I said, I've let it grow back for a few spots in there, but yeah, for the most part, I just keep it shaved because it's horrible. Chris, always telling David my birthday's in April. Don't rush it, man. I'm not looking forward to this one at all. This is why I was like, I need to start get my old ass back in shape. Um, but yeah, so we got 7 people in chat. Let's get 7 likes on the video, and let's see what else we got from last night. We had Monica's Movie Monday. Of course, she ran us through upcoming releases for this week. We didn't cover the article from making Star Making Wars with Jason Ward. I didn't really feel like doing my soy voice, to quote Jason Ward. We talked about Taco Tuesday. This is something I'm going to go into. I'm going to go on. All right. I'm gonna pull this up right here, because we covered this last night, but I want to talk about this a little more. And I can see my time right now, and boy, I have been ranting. This is a half hour into the show, and I only planned on about an hour today. So I had like 6 or 7 talking points lined up, but it's been fun. And if you guys are enjoying it, um, That's what matters. I'm happier with that than I am just reading off articles. Um, Bitch, slap that like button. There. He's ashamed. I'm not. No, it's just I'm. The drapes match the carpet. Tony's in the chat. Oh, dude, Tony, you're gonna have to come on the show. And no, I manscaped. Thank you very much. I celebrate my birthday for a month. Appalachian American says, um, uh, see, I used to, but now it's just more or less. I don't even like. I don't even really want to. I drank on my birthday last year. We went out and had some fun. We went out and had some fun last year. That's it, Monica. I don't act my age either. I mean, it's funny. I see some of these other dads, coming to they just basically a lot of them will come to pick their kids up after work. Not a lot of the dads are dropping their kids off at school. And I show up in like flip flops and cargo shorts and a tank top. You know what I mean? I get mad when I have to wear shoes, or as I like to call them, foot prisons. Um, I don't. I'm not a hippie, but I don't. I hate wearing shoes. I really do. It's just miserable. And of course, pieces of poopy pants. You don't want to celebrate with him. Yes, I know. Look. I'm a fun drunk. I really am. I promise you that. Um, yeah. I have yeah, I really don't I really don't I'm not an angry that like I was an angry drunk like in my earlier years, but now it's just more or less I just enjoy myself until I pass out usually, which these days, like when we go kayaking, well, I overindulge when I kayak because I'll go on like a 4 hour trip and take like a 15, 16 beers and come back with like, two or three, but that's fun because I don't have to paddle. Oh, I'm aware. Yes, yeah, we had well with that one live stream we did. I was we no we need to do a meetup and party. Yes, I have been wanting to do that. Like I said, man, I really wish I could have went to Celebration last year in Chicago, but with the me not working and like I said, man, it's not Nashville. Oh God, that Comic Con in Nashville would be, and I'm working on that for next year. Um, but yeah, I want to do a. It's so funny, like the big channels, the big channels do their thing. The little channels, we need to do this too. And we talked about doing this in a Seinfeld group I was in, having like a Seinfeld, just kind of meet up and party. But yeah, man, I want to get together with. There's a lot of people in here in this community that it would be so much fun to be able to get together for like a 2 3 day stretch and just party and chill and just be able to like actually like be in each that would be the thing to me is we could actually talk without using phones. That would be amazing. Um, yeah, that's where it's at for me is that whole like personal interaction. But without the technology that we're using right now, none of us outside of probably me and Monica would know each other. So I'm grateful for that fact. Absolutely. Um, but no, so let's see here. What do we got? Taco Tuesday. Now, this is really just this article by nature made me laugh because and I'll do a screen share here. I'm trying to shut some of these ads down first though. Some of these websites are worse than others with that. And then like they sneak them in down the page and there's a spot where you can close the ad, but they make it so small that my old eyes can't see it. So I'm looking here. Let's see. Okay, I think we're ready. I've got most of them that I can close down. I wish I don't have the pennies to my name. LMP would have to wear a mask like Cecil. Come on, Dave. Let's plan a trip to the States and do a Phantom Menace road trip. Yeah, and that's the thing, man. That's what kills me about not working. See, I could go to work tomorrow if I wanted to. I could walk into there's 3 4 car dealerships I could walk into and I would have a desk the next day because sales is my forte but I hate it. That's why I switched and did finance. Um but I was doing subprime finance and sales, which was nice because it was like I learned more skill, but at the same time, I wouldn't have the time to dedicate to this channel and to my subscribers and developing content, things like that, if I was working full time. And that's why now that even my son is in school, I'm not going to go back to work. This is something that I am going to put my all into, until I'm able to turn this into a financial thing where I can make some money off it. And I don't want to make, this is the thing. I'm not looking to make money to get rich off this. What I want to do is I want to make money for my channel and just turn around and put it right back into the channel. And I've been sitting here and I've been sitting on this GoPro camera I bought back in June, and I was going to use it at the Comic Con that Monica and I were at. But you know what? I was getting ready to list it for sale. So I think this is going to be the first item that I do a giveaway for. Is going to be um it's a GoPro Hero Cam. Now it's out of the packaging, right? I've turned it on. I think I took one picture with it, but I'm gonna do a giveaway for it. I haven't figured out exactly what I'm gonna get with Monica and Loudy, and we're gonna confer on this. And I'm gonna give this GoPro camera away. You know what? I want to do something. Um, I want we did Monica's giveaway for the painting, which she is she's Salvador won that was the 300 likes on the Facebook page giveaway. So she's obviously, as soon as she has time, and Sal knows, Sal works full time too, so it's a matter of time. But no, we're doing that, and I'm going to give away the GoPro camera. So let me know in the chat if that's something you guys are interested in. I'll tell you right now, it's a 41 piece GoPro Hero camera set. It's a nice little camera. It's just I don't need it. I bought it on impulse when I bought my computer, and I kind of wish I would have taken the extra money I spent on the camera and put that towards a better router. But I I really think. Oh, look at this. Monica says she started Sal's painting. He's getting a 2 for 1. And yeah, let's get a big let's see, put a in the chat for awesome if you guys think Monica's awesome, because I really, let's see some A's in the chat. Um let's see, Appalachian American trade the GoPro for a router. I was, and this is the thing, man, I was gonna sell the GoPro and put that towards the matching funds um on the router. But you know what? I'm just gonna match. I've got cash set aside, and I'm just gonna match whatever goes uh, into the GoFundMe, because I feel guilty taking a dollar from somebody, let alone what you guys have been generous enough to donate already in there. Good morning, Darth Tico. Thank you for joining us. Hail Darth Tico and hail the fandom menace. As we're up to 7, I literally think this is how many I had on the stream last night. So the morning show is going well. I'm happy with this. I hope you guys are enjoying it so far. Like I said, I haven't really haven't really went over too many articles or anything. But you know what? If you guys are enjoying, like I said, I got 8 people watching right now, so you guys seem to be enjoying yourselves, and that makes me happy. So no, we're gonna do the GoPro giveaway. Um, I will, like I said, I'll get we'll make that announcement probably next week, along with the other little special announcement that I have kind of lined up for a special episode here with a few of my subscribers. Like I said, I'm not going to do Patreon or anything yet. Although I have thought about it, and like I said, that is not something where I'm going to be, it would be anything more than a buck a month. I mean, because I I don't think I'm worth more than that. No, I really it's just basically, like I said, to be able to put things back into the channel and to do things for the channel, because I plan on going to watch a bunch of movies for the channel, going to see movies and stuff like that. So that's not free, and I have to travel to go to a lot of these because there's one theater in my town that plays one movie and they usually have it for a couple weeks. So let's see. Chris Wicks is about to crash. All right, man. You have a good night, and I don't know if I'm going to be on the stream for the High Council tonight because if the nights I don't record, I get to actually spend some time with my wife. So yeah, that I'll jump on there after she passes out because the the High Council Evie, if it's on Evie, I think it's on Jeff's channel tonight, but I'm not sure. Um, but yeah, so they usually don't start until like 10 anyway, so I can listen in on that and kind of get in on the stream. Um, because I don't listen to High Council if it's not on Jeff's channel for the most part. Hey, Chris Wicks, hail brother, have a great night, and we'll talk to you later. Let's see what David said. My Patreon is for role playing game stuff, not YouTube. Yeah, man, that's it. It's just oh, WCBS. So yeah, I'll definitely be I'll definitely be in the chat tonight then over there. Um, yeah, and that's the thing. I can't thank Jeff enough too. And I actually spoke, with Jeff personally, quite a few times. As I've gotten to know him, Dartico says I do the same. Yeah, I can't listen to poop jokes all night on EVS's channel. I do love EVS, man. He's hilarious, but and super talented guy. I don't want anybody to think I'm knocking the big guys here, or throwing any shade their way. No, I just those streams and the ones that go on for like 4 or 5 hours. I'm good for an hour or two. Um, but yeah, like I said, that's what I like about Jeff streams. He usually tries to keep them to you know 2.5 hours or so on the WCBS shows on Thursday nights. That's about where I like to go. Usually 2 hours to 2.5 hours is kind of that sweet spot. Um, Especially with my channel because like I said I'm a smaller channel, but we usually have a good turnout in the chats. It's the Appalachian American. I have a boring job, so I never listen to the nighttime live streams, but always follow the next morning. Yep, yeah, and I remember because you went back and listened to all the old WCBS episodes. um so I really want to do that too. I'm going to go back and kind of check out some of their earlier stuff. I've listened to a few, but not like way back in the catalog. I want to catch a couple when Loudy was still on there. But so let's see here. I'm going to jump back into this article real quick here. I'll screen share this. Let me show. Oh, another ad popped up. Of course. Stop seeing this ad. Yes. Why? Because it's blocking my screen. That's why. All right. Let's go here. Screen share. Okay. There we go. Let's see. This is Taika Waititi clarifies Chris Hemsworth role in Love and Thunder. So I really don't think you should have to clarify the title character's role in his own movie, but apparently, when you want to make uh, you know, Thor: Love and Thunder about everybody but Thor, you kind of have to. So Tiki Barber here, Taco Tuesday as I like to call him, has yeah, he's made it necessary. So it says Phase 3 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe ended masterfully with the Avengers Endgame, encapsulating every installment of the massive franchise Spider-Man Far From Home, revealing how Earth recovered from Thanos' assault on the galaxy. Fans are eager to see Phase 4 kick up, especially after the myriad of exciting announcements that came with San Diego Comic-Con and the D23 Expo. One of these includes Taika Waititi's Thor: Love and Thunder, which will mark the first time a Marvel hero gets a fourth solo movie. Yeah. So I'm not going to read the whole article because this one's kind of long, but this is just one of the quotes right here. And I'll do my Taco Tuesday voice. Hi, it's Chris. It's a Thor film. He is Thor. It's a Thor film. She's in it. So he has to clarify that Thor is in his own movie, which we know that Chris Hemsworth wanted before all this happened, before the announcement of Love and Thunder. Chris Hemsworth He came out and said he would play Thor as long as they would allow him to. Now, I've seen Chris Hemsworth in a couple other movies, and I'm not the biggest fan of him outside of the role of Thor, which, I mean, Ghostbusters 2016 was a steaming pile of shit. That was horrible. That movie, they made him look like a complete imbecile in that. Um, it was just stupid. It was a stupid movie, and it didn't do him any favors. Men in Black International, I haven't seen it. I'll probably watch it when I can watch it for free, honestly, just because I'm curious to see how bad it was, because that movie bombed. It didn't get any love. Which you don't make a Men in Black movie without Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones, or at least Josh Brolin, because to me, Josh Brolin is a he's a an acceptable substitute for Tommy Lee Jones in that role. But well, that's one way to clear up rumors. Because despite Jane's transformation as the Mighty Thor, the OG Avenger will still be the primary protagonist and maintain his powers in the upcoming fourth movie. Just how they'll balance with Mighty Thor remains to be seen. And I can stop sharing this now. We'll just go back over here. No, I don't. I don't understand why. I don't understand why they want to make him look like an. Oh wait, yeah. I do understand why they want to make Thor look like an idiot. Uh because because of the wokening. You know, Marvel has done an amazing job since the MCU
Oh,
was
wait, yeah. I do understand why they want
was
to make Thor.
absolutely built. There's a little echo right there as I went back on to check the feed here on my phone. Um, let's see. I'm gonna jump back here to the let's see. Appalachian American. Yep, took me September 18th to January 19th to listen to it all. That is commitment. David Applegate, Taco Wakato. Appalachian American stepped out for a phone call. Be right back. Monica, oh my God, I was on the phone, had an earbud in the other ear, and answered you over the phone. Oops. Tommy Lee Jones was available for MIB4. He was doing Ad Astra with Brad. He plays the father. Yeah, I did see that. And that movie actually looks pretty good, that Ad Astra. I'm not sure of the entire premise. I haven't really looked. I just saw a couple trailers for it. And I didn't, I'm not doing a trailer reaction to everything. Uh, is it something I'm going to see in theaters? Probably not. I'm going to go see Joker. I am obligated to go see Charlie's Angels. I'm obligated to go see that. So I'm gonna watch that one. Because Groovinator's gonna go see Dark Fate. So I will go watch. We had that deal. We made a deal. So I will, because I went to see Charlie's Angels and Charlie's Angels Full Throttle in the theater back when the Charlie's Angels movies were actually fun. Um, Before they, this thing with these women who I don't know. And I'm not saying that the movie is not going to be good because the women aren't attractive. Because that's not Naomi Scott I think she's a very attractive woman. And she seems to be a good actress. I have no issue with her. The other gal that her name eludes me. She's one of the three angels, quote unquote. Don't even know her name. And then you've got Kristen Stewart, who at the beginning of that trailer they try to make her look all hot and everything, and because she's doing the seductress spy thing. And I'll have to admit, for like a split second when she had that wig on, I was kind of like, okay. I'm like, I see what, but she takes off. She's got the Justin Bieber haircut going on, which is like a theme I see running with like her and Mackenzie Davis. From Terminator. God, that new one looks terrible. Yes, it does, Darth Tico. Yes, it does. I'm gonna really I'm gonna be some probably Cheech and Chong um action before I go see that one very heavily to be able to sit through that. If you squint really hard and tilt your head to the left, she's cute. Yeah, Monica, you're right. At the beginning of that trailer, she's got the wig on. She's trying to act all girly, and you have to pause it and kind of like you said, squint, tilt your head, and yeah, she looks. Ruby Rose has it too. Ruby Rose does have that haircut, and this is the thing. Like I looked at some other pictures of Ruby Rose from like other roles she's played. Um, when her hair was longer, she doesn't look horrible. It's her voice. Ruby Rose's voice in those Batwoman trailers is insufferable. that they should almost have like a voiceover actor re-record her lines for the show. But yeah, I did the Batwoman video yesterday. We did. I did four trailers in one because a couple of them were 15 seconds. One was 40, and one was a minute 15. Um, and they weren't as bad. A couple, like I said, I think two out of four of them had the "I Am Whammon" song in it, and you know it was the one recapped when what's his name, Lucas Fox. It's supposed to be Lucius Fox's son or grandson. I can't remember exactly. But this show, I'm going to watch it because, like I said, I did trailer reactions and I've talked smack about the show, so I'm going to watch it. I'll suffer through it, so you guys don't have to. And like I said, don't worry about me going Fear the Walking Dead and just like abandon the review. Fear the Walking Dead is just I'm going to do. I did like an entire like first half. I think season review video, but I'm going to lump the last four episodes together. I watched all the spoilers for the episode that I didn't see Sunday night for Fear. I'll watch it. The wife and I are probably going to watch that tonight because I've got it DVR'd. But there's a lot of good shows that are actually getting ready to start. Emergence is a new one that's premiering on ABC. It looks pretty good. I'll be checking that one out too. Fear Sucks. I've checked it out. Yeah, it's bad. Appalachian American, and they have an awesome cast. It's just bad. David Applegate. How many trailers did they need? I counted 6. I think there has been 6 or 7 trailers thus far for that show. And actually, thank you for reminding me of that because I do believe, an article that had some Rotten Tomatoes. Uh, Here it is right here. I want to do a screen share of this one. It's some Rotten Tomatoes reviews of the Batwoman show. So while this is loading, let's go back to the chat. Let's see anything new. No Fear. Yeah, in this Appalachian American, it kind of wait, is Charlie's Angels the next movie you're going to watch in theaters? I think so. If unless Joker comes out, because Charlie's Angels comes out in November. I think Joker comes out in October, so I probably am going to go see Joker before I go see Charlie's Angels. Well, I obviously will because I'll come out first. I don't know if I'm going to see Joker opening night, if I'll be able to, because there's going to be a few weekends here coming up that I'm going to be out of town and not able to do any channel related stuff. So I'll be taking a few weekends off here from doing some content. Just it's family related, vacations and things. So I actually get to celebrate my anniversary with my wife this weekend, so I'm kind of excited to, have be able to go out and have a night out. Let's see, the article's loaded up here. Okay, let me get screen share on here. So to answer your question completely, Monica, I will probably be going to see Joker next. That will be the next movie I'm able to go see in the theaters. Let's see. Let me pop back over here. Just make sure everything's working. All right. I want to make sure I didn't get kicked off my own stream. Okay, so here's the image of Ruby Rose as Batwoman. Rotten Tomatoes score for Ruby Rose's Batwoman on the CW revealed. This, of course, from Bounding into Comics, Mr. John F. Trent. Yeah, here's the surrounded shite. Okay. It said my page jumped off there, so I popped back over to StreamYard because when I see that snap, something went wrong Google page like you're seeing on the live feed right now, I automatically assume that StreamYard kicked me off because of my router. So I apologize for that. The Rotten Tomato score for Ruby Rose's, God damn it, upcoming Batwoman television series for the CW has been revealed. Let's see. Let's close this ad. The score currently sits at 60% from 5 reviewers. It has 3 fresh reviews and 2 rotten reviews and an average rating of 6.67 out of 10. Here it is right here, the tomato meter. Now, I'm only showing you this. I don't put stock in the critic reviews. I don't, because we all know what the critics do and how they play their games. They they don't really give fair reviews. They look for virtue signaling. So let's see. Here's what the critics are saying. Alex Mady at Joe Blow's Movie Emporium gives the film a rotten review, a 6 out of 10. See, 6 out of 10 is 60%, which is still above failing to me, which is south of 50. I mean, I'm not considering a show with a 50% review or critic score a success by any stretch of the imagination, but I mean, I would think you have to be south of 50% to be completely rotten, which, what's The Last Jedi sitting at? Oh, yeah, that's right. 44%. Hmm. Yeah. But of course, the critics have it at 91. So that's why I said, fuck those critics. He writes Batwoman has a lot of potential, but this pilot feels too torn. When the show is not trying too hard, it works decently. But when it forces itself to deliver messages, it falls apart. And that's their virtue. That's their. He didn't want to say that's their virtue signaling, but that's their virtue signaling. Charlie Ridgely at comicbook.com gives the film a rotten review, a 3 out of 5. He writes, thanks to poorly conceived supporting cast and a serious lack of identity, a Batwoman pilot isn't all that great, especially if you're not a mega fan of the already existing Arrowverse franchise. I used to watch The Flash. Like I said, I haven't been able to catch up with that yet. I'm 3 seasons behind on it. But everybody has told me that the show has gone extremely woke. So let's see. Rambo looks good. Yeah, I'm going to jump back in the chat here for a minute because I've kind of missed out on some. I'm ready for vacation, says Darth Tico. Rambo looks bad. Yeah, I would really like to see Rambo, but I don't have the time to go watch that one yet. Let's see. 50 is a mass score. Absolutely, David. 50 is a mass score. Delia Harrington of Den of Geek gives the film a fresh rating at 4 out of 5. They write a stylish entry into the Arrowverse, one that is worthy of both the Bat family and the impressive DC TV lineage. Shill. Susanna Polo of Screen Rant gives it a fresh rating. She writes, if I had a favorite thing about it, it's that the show understands that the best Batwoman stories are about integrity, and who can't afford to have that? Stylish equals woke. Darth Tico, ding, ding, ding. Yes. And Den of Geek is woke. They're woke. They are. I will say this. I subscribe to their YouTube channel. Is it Den of Geek or Den of Nerds? I can't remember. It's one of those. The host of the show is he's pretty soy, but they do have some good information sometimes. So, and like I said, I don't mind. I don't mind, subbing to a channel if there's something that I can glean from it. Den of Geek, yeah. If there's something I can glean from it, then I will absolutely, like I said, I've found myself a couple times watching John Campia because he'll talk about something and it's like something I'm going to talk about, and I know he's going to be on the opposite side of the aisle as me, so I'll sit there and suffer through his BS. Let's see, Den of Geek. It was Den of Woke. Yeah, they are. They absolutely are. And is it Josh that's the host of that? That kind of he's got like that. He's got the soy boy haircut going on and voice. It's not even the haircut. It's just him. It's because I can't really judge haircuts as I'm bald as fuck. Yeah, but they do have an impressive list of upcoming shows. Yes, David. Yes, they do. Let's see here. Yeah, Shill talking about integrity. Yeah, that's ironic. That's do my Palpatine. Ironic. Let's see. Jess Shadeen at IGN gives the film a fresh rating at 6.7 out of 10. They write, while the new series will have little trouble filling the void left by Arrow next year, it may face a more difficult battle when it comes to establishing its own identity. Okay, so it'll have little trouble filling the void left by Arrow, but it's going to face a more difficult battle when it comes to establishing its own identity. So, how can something without an identity fill the void of something else that it's not? Arrow's a good show. I have seen a handful of episodes of Arrow, and Stephen Amell is a good actor. And this is the thing to me. It's too bad these guys on the network shows won't get to kind of move up to the big leagues, so to speak, and reprise their role in the cinematic universe. Because I would love to see Grant Gustin portray the Flash on the big screen. Monica, Stephen Amell. That one was for you. That one was for you, little one. I assumed that would make you happy. Stephen Amell is a handsome man. I am uh, secure in my masculinity enough to say he's a good-looking guy. Of course, I mean, women love that guy. Plus, he's a good actor and he's good at the role. That's the thing. You know, people get on men all the time for, oh, I'd cast her as that. Oh, just because she's hot. Well, it's like, look at Flash. Is there really an unattractive person on that show? I mean, even the extras, like really, Grant Gustin is cute too. He just Grant Gustin is the Flash to me. He is Barry Allen. Um, he is. And while we're on I'm going to finish this article. Before I go, I want to know if you guys will be able to hear this audio. I'm gonna do a screen share of it, but we'll do that in a minute. Let me finish this. Let's see. Batwoman will debut on the CW October 6th at 8 p.m. This is the same night that Walking Dead debuts. So I am going to sit through. I'm gonna DVR this too because I'm gonna watch it at least twice before I do my review. Because I'm gonna do a review of Batwoman that night, and I'll probably do a review of Walking Dead the following morning, or I could do a live stream review of Walking Dead on Monday morning. But then again, I'm getting myself into doing more live streams. The series stars. Let me know in the chat if that's what you guys want. How would you want me to do um let's see, how would you want me to do the Batwoman review or and the Walking Dead review, regular video form or live stream? And like I said, I talked about this because I'm working on that Halloween 2018 review. I had the video shot and I'm having audio issues with editing. So I had to kind of scrap a lot of it and I was like 85% done with it. And I went back to check audio and yeah, it wasn't there. So I really apologize. I know there's some people been waiting on that, which is odd because the movie came out almost a year ago. But like I said, I just watched. I was resisting watching it. So I finally did. And yeah, let's see. You should do a live stream, two birds, one stone. At Walking Dead stream would be cool. Okay. So how about this then? How about Sunday nights after The Walking Dead is over? I jump on. It'll be 10 p.m. Eastern time, but I can do a Walking Dead live stream on Sunday night as soon as the show's over with, and I subscribe to a YouTube channel where I can immediately pull clips from the show. So, and we can I can screen share a clip and for less than 30 seconds or whatever, so I don't get hit with anything. And I've been hit with 3 copyright claims so far. No videos taken down though. But so we'll do a Walking Dead live stream. And I'm gonna write this down. I got to take some notes here. This is I always have my notebook right next to me. So yeah, because we're basically done with this article here. This is done. Then just blah 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 at the end of it. So let's see. We're gonna do Sunday nights. Sunday nights at 10 p.m. will be The Walking Dead. That'll be like a kind of a Q&A review. We can plan that. Walking Dead review 10 p.m. That'll be our Sunday night. That'll be our Sunday night date. You guys want date night with Itepukuian. How about that? I actually, what I'll do is it'll just be the show, the review show for Walking Dead is going to be called Discussing the Dead because that's what my radio segment. I used to do a full spoiler um segment for Walking Dead on Facebook. I had a DJ when I was DJing. My my DJ name was DJ SKN, and I would have my Facebook show was just I would do a Facebook show about Walking Dead. It was like a 3 to 5 minute full spoiler video, which I would get the spoilers about a couple days before the episode. Um, so I would have full spoilers, and I wouldn't do spoilers on the air on the radio, but on Facebook I would. So yeah, we'll have that show will be called Discussing the Dead on Sundays. So, and then we've got, of course, like I said, we've got the GoPro Hero Cam giveaway. I am going to get with Monica and we'll talk about how we should do that. Because I want it to be fun, David. I should live stream on Saturday. See, and that's the thing is like I want there's been so many times it's like I could, but Saturday night is normally if I'm not booked for a watch party, I try to just spend that with the wife because I don't want to detract from the YouTube thing to detract from that because it's not fair to her to do that. So, try to balance everything in balance. In balance is all things should be, says Thanos. Let's find this. There was let me see here. I was gonna look up a video and I completely lost my train of thought. It was something on YouTube that I was gonna look up and I really can't honestly I can't remember. I got so sidetracked. Um, if anybody remembers what the hell I was talking about, just put it in the fucking chat. Oh God. Well, I'm already over an hour too, so and I'm kind of getting hungry, which is which is bad because I need to eat. But and I think there were some grounds in that sip of coffee, which I'm not too impressed with. That's a shame. All right, guys, I'm heading out. World of Warcraft Classic is calling my name right now. All right, Darth Tico, thank you very much for joining us this morning. It has been absolutely great having you in the chat. Thank you. Thank you. Be sure to bitch slap that like button on the way out if you haven't done it already. Um, let's see. Damn it. I wish I could remember what video clip I was going to look up now. There was something that I had on there. Hey, the Elite is in the chat. What's up? Thank you for joining us. So we were, let's see here. Yeah, I had damn it. I'm completely spaced now on what I was going to look up. I'm sure it was amusing though. No, so let's see, what else do we have? I think I had there was another article I had too we were going to talk about, but oh yeah, also we had Who's Worthy of Mjolnir last night. Those of you who listen to the Anchor show, the pre-recorded show we do on Monday nights, which is Anchor, iTunes, Spotify. Coach Loudy has a segment called Who's Worthy of Mjolnir. Last night I had to fill in for Coach Loudy, and it was a brilliantly written piece. And let me go back and I will get the list. Now, we've been doing this for 4 weeks. And we're going to do right now is a rundown of who has been worthy of Mjolnir. Week 1. Now, to understand the context, we look for very off the wall and kind of weird people to throw into this. So week 1 was Jared from Subway. Week 2 was Nyla Rose, who's a transgender professional wrestler. Week 3 was the Detroit Lions organization. And week 4 was Ben Roethlisberger, quarterback of the Pittsburgh Steelers. And the tagline to that one was because Ben Roethlisberger holds whatever he wants, whenever he wants, without asking permission. So that's who's worthy of Mjolnir thus far. We always, like I said, we always look for something that people are going to be like, what the hell are you talking about for that one? So yeah, that was that. And yeah, with that being said, I think this may be a good place to stop the show, unless anybody in the chat has anything that any questions or anything you want me to talk about or rant about for a little while. I see you've still got 4 people here, so yeah, do my EVS. Yeah, we can do that. No. No, we're doing oh yeah, we have episode 62. That's tomorrow night over right here on the channel. Um we'll be doing that. I'll have, let's see, it'll be myself, Groovinator, MJ, and I believe Mr. Salvador will possibly be joining us this week. This week or next week, and Will Vendetta will be on the show again. I'm getting Will. I want to get Will broke into this. This last night was his second appearance. He's got his audio issues kind of taken care of because we're going to be doing some. We're going to be doing some wrestling related content together because Will's another retired professional wrestler. Let's see, David. I did a video on Mara. Do you think Mara Jade will save Star Wars? Okay, this is my problem with them using Mara Jade now. Is they decanonized the EU in 2014, and now Jar Jar Abrams and Lucasfilm are scrambling because of all the backlash off the Last Jedi, Solo, a Soy Wars story's failure. So they're going to the EU and they're cherry picking these characters. Now, do I think Mara Jade will save Star Wars by herself? No, but this is the thing. If they were to execute it properly, and this is a big if they can execute it properly, they can draw back some fans. And then that might embolden them to say, okay, well, let's do this and let's do this. Now, if this stuff works, then by all means, if they execute things right and they don't, but this is the thing, it's still Disney Lucasfilm. Mm, they've absolutely been caught using the EU. Absolutely. This World Beyond Worlds, that's from Rebels, but the unknown regions, that was huge in the EU. Palpatine, the Yuzon Vong War, which is something that if Lucasfilm did not, and I know the Yuzon Vong is kind of something that a lot of people don't like. I haven't read the books, but I've went back and Eckhart's Ladder did a big series on the Vong War and everything that went along with it, and I kind of dug it. I thought it was cool. Um, so I would love to see that if they could do like a trilogy of movies about the Yuzon Vong War, because that brought all these warring factions together, which is really cool. So I don't to kind of come back to your point there. I don't know if she'll save Star Wars. I think it could be definitely a very cool addition. Um, but like I said, man, we've still got Disney and Kathleen Kennedy running the show. So I don't know. I don't know. Uh, uh, yeah, yeah. That doesn't make me happy. Just the way they handle things. So, the coolest scene out of the trailer, what we've seen from the new Star Wars, I will say, is all the Star Destroyers. Now that's a Jar Jar mystery box. They're saying that's the Sith fleet. But the fleet is able to be disabled when they shut down that, what is it, the Wayfinder, the MacGuffin. Hard to tell because we don't know how she's going to be introduced. Yeah, that's the thing. What they talking about a Disney Plus show for her, um, and and this is, I've caught flack for this because it was, announced that they're going to be doing, obviously just that nine, they have a character named Mara. Yeah. Yep. I saw that. That was like when they were casting, they had they're casting a Wayfinder. Are they six? Yes. Well, they're retconning it to say that this was Darth Vader's Wayfinder. I don't know. This is just, it's stupid. But, and this is the problem I have with the movies. It's just these, don't dumb it down. We're smart enough to understand the mythos. But no, I caught flack for saying I was excited about the Mandalorian and the Obi-Wan show because I love Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan. I want to see an Obi-Wan. I've wanted an Obi-Wan movie. Instead, we got Solo. The Boba Fett movie that was supposed to be directed by James Mangold that did Logan, which I just watched Logan again the other day, and God, is that movie amazing! Like Hugh Jackman. Hugh Jackman is a treasure, and I still have to finish watching The Greatest Showman. We know what a navigation beacon is. Exactly. They apparently don't think we're smart enough to know that. But yeah, Hugh Jackman is probably, like I said, he's just the best entertainer in the world overall. I mean, he truly is. Yeah. But yeah, so I gotta go because it is right before 10 o'clock, and I have a lot of work to do today. I got a video to do before tonight. So I want to say thank you everyone for joining me for About Last Night, episode 4. We didn't watch Solo. That's why I punished us by taking away Boba Fett. That's it, David. They did. They did. They were just like, oh, you're not appreciative of this. So everybody, hey, thank you for joining us. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Turn the bell on for notifications. Bitch, slap that like button. Share the videos all over social media because YouTube is punishing us small independent creators by favoring big corporate pages and sites and channels. So help the Fandom Menace out and share the videos all over social media and hit that like button. Go on over to give the Facebook page a like. Join the group if you want. If you're not already a member, we'll eventually get you in there. Subscribe to David Applegate's channel. Gone over there, check him out. Give him some love. Check out the videos. He's got a nice catalog of videos going on. And I am Itepu Kuin. And if I don't see you, have a good day and a pleasant tomorrow. And I'm ending this broadcast. Have a great